Every person alive is resisting something, resisting what has already happened, resisting people who refuse to behave as expected, resisting aging, resisting loss, resisting their own anxiety, resisting this world that never stops changing. And you, were you not fighting something again today? Frustrated by a reality that would not bend to your will, disappointed by someone who would not change, blaming yourself for failing to meet expectations. From the moment you opened your eyes this morning, your heart was already clenched into a fist. I have to do something about this today. Things cannot stay this way. That voice has been ringing inside you without pause. But stop for a moment and consider this honestly. Is everything that torments you truly coming from outside? Could it be that what exhausts you is not the events themselves, but the mind that refuses them, pushes back against them, tries to pin them down by force? Laozi asks us this question: why do human beings suffer? Because they are rejecting what is right here, right now. Reality simply exists. Rain falls, wind blows, seasons turn, flowers bloom and scatter. Day fades gradually into night. None of this is good or bad. It simply is. Yet the human mind overlays onto all of it an image of how things ought to be. It should have been sunny. That person should have said something different. I shouldn't be feeling this way. Life should have turned out better than this. In the gap between that should and reality, friction is born, and that friction is suffering. This is why Laozi says, stop resisting. But to stop resisting is not to give up. It is not to sink into defeat. It is not to do nothing. To stop resisting is to stop going against the way of things. It is to first see what is happening as what is happening. To first acknowledge what is flowing as what is flowing. Only from that place does truly fitting action arise. Look at water. When water meets a rock, it does not grow angry. It holds no resentment toward the rock. It does not think, if only this rock were not here. It simply flows along the shape of the rock, not avoiding it, not fighting it, passing through as if embracing it. And in time, you notice, it is the rock that has become smooth, worn down. Slowly, over long years, it is the water that has changed the rock. Laozi wrote in the Tao Te Ching, "There is nothing in the world softer than water, yet nothing surpasses it in wearing down the hard and the strong." This is the true meaning of non-resistance, not forcing, not boasting, simply flowing on in accordance with its own nature, nothing more. So what should you do when your mind is clouded? Some people try to clear muddy water by stirring it with their hands. But the more you stir, the murkier it becomes. Simply set the vessel down, leave it undisturbed for a while, and the sediment settles on its own. The water clears itself. The human mind is the same. Try to rush away your worries, and they grow stronger. Try to drive out anxiety, and it follows you like a shadow. Suppress your anger by force, and it shapeshifts and comes back to attack you. The harder you try to dominate the mind, the more disordered it becomes. Many people feel this. If I stop resisting, nothing will change. If I don't fight, I'll just be trampled. If I don't try, I'll never get anything. That feeling is understandable. The world most of us grew up in taught us that effort is virtue and lowering our hands is weakness. Those who keep fighting are praised. Those who grow still are seen as losers. But look back honestly for a moment. You have fought long enough. You clenched your teeth, tightened your fists, drove yourself forward, and stood back up again and again. You tried to be good. You prepared so as not to fail. You behaved so as not to be disliked. You calculated the future. You braced yourself to stay safe. Perhaps it earned you something, but it also wore you down considerably. And did your heart find peace? The more you fought, did the enemies not multiply? When you pinned down one problem by force, did another not rise in its place? The harder you tried to change others, did relationships not become more tangled? The more desperately you tried to change yourself, did you not come to dislike yourself more? This is not because you are weak. It is not because you did not try hard enough. It is because resistance itself is a structure that keeps generating suffering. It is like throwing more wood onto a fire while crying out that you want to put it out. The more you resist, the larger the thing you are resisting grows. So first, release the tension. Release the force in your arms that has been pushing the world back. Release the tension in your shoulders that has been holding your defenses up. Loosen, just a little, the rigid grip in your heart that says things must go as I intend. Open your fist. What you truly need to let go of is the belief that you must be the one to fix everything. Heaven and earth show no favoritism. Spring comes, summer passes, autumn brings its harvest, winter its rest. Who is managing all of this? No one is managing it. And yet, nothing goes undone. Look at your own body. The heart beats without being commanded. Wounds close without being managed. Breathing continues even when forgotten. The forces sustaining your very existence are working largely independent of your conscious will. And yet people convince themselves that they must control everything, that if they loosen their grip, everything will collapse. But it is that very act of gripping that is causing the suffering. Much of suffering is born from the thought, things cannot stay this way. Who I am right now is not enough. This reality is not enough. It must take a different form. It must get better. I must secure something more certain. And so people count what they do not have, search for what is lacking, and dread in their hearts a tomorrow that has not yet arrived. But that mind has no end. Seek and obtain, and you seek again. Be filled, and a new thirst immediately forms. No matter how much you arrange the outside world, as long as the resisting mind is present, peace will not come. True peace does not arise from adding something. It arises from the moment unnecessary resistance ceases. It does not look like victory, but it has the shape of a deep and genuine freedom. Look at a newborn. A newborn is soft. There's no tension in that body. And for exactly that reason, it is full of the force of life. What is soft is alive. What is rigid is drawing close to death. Trees are the same. A tree that resists a strong wind breaks. A tree that bends with suppleness can wait for the storm to pass. An old tree does not stand for a long time because it grew straight. It stands there because it bent in the wind, was pressed by snow, was struck by lightning, and still it kept bending. It did not refuse to break. It changed its shape again and again. Your heart is the same. The more beliefs you carry about how things must be, the more collisions with reality accumulate. The more rigidly you brace yourself, the more easily you snap at something small. So become soft, become low. The sea is great because it lies low. The valley receives all things because it does not strive to rise above them. The reason you are always in pain is that you are trying to stand above the world. Descend, and you will see what supports you. Lower yourself, and you will no longer need to strain on tiptoe. In that moment, stillness returns to the heart. There will be days of illness. days when someone you trusted turns against you, days when you lose something precious. As the years accumulate, youth, strength, and memory quietly depart one by one. In those times, people blame the heavens. Why is this happening? And blame themselves. This should not be. But that blaming mind creates a second layer of suffering. The first suffering is the event itself. The second suffering is the mind that refuses to accept it. The wise person knows the first cannot always be avoided and learns not to add to the second. Raging at a rainy day that it ought to be sunny does not change the sky. The person who knows how to walk through the rain is the one who moves forward on the road. Life is the same. The person who grows angry at reality becomes bound by reality. The person who looks clearly at reality moves when movement is needed and grows still when stillness is needed. That person walks alongside the way. To stop resisting is not to submit to reality. It is to awaken to reality. The mind that tries to avoid seeing what it does not want to see is weak. The mind that can look at what it does not want to see exactly as it is strong. True strength is not the force to push back. It is the breadth to receive. Be careful, too, of cutting the world too finely with words. This is good, that is bad. This is success, that is failure. This is gain, that is loss. The mind tries to judge the endlessly shifting reality with a narrow measuring stick. But the way was already flowing before any labels of good or evil, victory or defeat were ever attached to it. Your mind is adding too much unnecessary meaning onto what simply is. The more meaning you pile on, the more suffering you pile on as well. Stop interpreting, just a little. Pause your judgments, just a little. And simply look at what is happening. Look, and you will find that some portion of the suffering your mind was constructing will quietly come undone. If today is simply unbearable, you do not need to try to change your entire life right now. Just try one thing. Breathe out, slowly and deeply. And release just one, that this is how it must be, that is raging inside your chest. Stop trying to change other people. Stop trying to redo the past. Stop running ahead of yourself to suffer over a future that has not arrived. Loosen, just slightly, your resistance to what is happening in this very moment. If a vessel is already full, no new water can be poured in. As long as your heart is filled with anger, anxiety, and should, peace cannot enter. So empty it, and simply wait. Not waiting for something specific. The very stillness of that waiting is already touching the way. A river does not clench its teeth and strain toward the sea. It simply flows toward the lower place, and only keeps doing that. And one day, without fail, it reaches the sea. You are the same. There's no need to glare at the destination and force your way there. Simply take one step without straining toward what feels natural for you. Trust the current rather than fighting it. Water does not boast of itself, yet every hard rock is eventually worn down by water. Water does not contend, yet nourishes all things. It descends willingly to the low places others avoid, and in doing so, gives life to everything. Be like water. Pass through rather than collide. Open rather than grip. Come undone rather than harden. True power emerges first in those who stop resisting. Remember this: what will save you is not conquering the world. What will save you is ceasing to struggle against the way. Life is not something to pin down by force. Life is something to listen to. Listen, and the one step you need will not come from a noisy, grasping mind. It will arise naturally from a quiet heart. So stop resisting. Stop chasing what is leaving. Stop blaming what has not come. Stop fighting what cannot be changed. Let go, just a little, of the ideal of how things should be, and return to the quiet place that still remains inside you. The way is always there. When you release your grip, you will realize you are already walking upon it. Stop resisting. You have already fought enough.